Lego's got a massive thing about cars, so they like bringing out certain cars. So I've got my cars collection, and today we're going to go through them step by step. So I would like you to keep on following. You might find some interesting stuff. Okay, so the first thing is, if we look at this one, this is the Batman car that they brought out, the Robert Pattinson movie, which is quite nice. You can actually lift it up there to look at the engine. If you press it over here, you can actually see the lights, which is quite cool. You can see that's the fire at the back. So there's the lights and the machine, how it goes. So it's quite a detailed build. Again, all the cars are quite technical. But you've got the steering wheel inside. You can actually open up the doors. So yeah, it was quite a nice build. So you can see, and it moves. So yeah, so this is the Batman car of the newer Batman movie that they brought out. Then you've got the old classic one. So this is the first Lego set that I ever bought and I ever built. This took me a lot of time because I had to sometimes break down, rebuild, break down, rebuild. So there was a massive thing. So this is the 1989 Batman vehicle, the Batmobile, the original one, which is quite cool because you can actually lift it up there and you can slide it. So then you can see inside the car, very detailed. There's a steering wheel. There is everything that's relevant is inside the car. So you can actually, if you look at it there, it's quite cool. Very detailed. Again, a lot of detail. And then you can also just close this up a bit, like so. Okay. Also moves with the wheels up and down. Big wheels, very detailed. Not as fancy as the other one, but yeah, this is still the original, my first one. So very sentimental about this car. Then moving from Batman, we're going into the Fast and Furious universe. So there's two of them. You've got the Dodge, which is Vin Diesel's car, and then you've got the Nissan, which was Paul Walker's car. Again, very nice and detailed. If you lift it up here, the big engine, you can see inside the Dodge. So it's very detailed. They got the bars. There's the steering wheel. Again, all of them moves. And once it moves, you can see the engine. Actually quite cool with the little yellow up and down scenario there. So that was quite cool. That's the Dodge. Lego brought out a newer version, which I'm not happy about. I like the big ones because it gives you a little bit of a difference. So I think it had a little bit of a thing here at the back, but I think it's all part and parcel of the thing. But even if you open it up from the side and you look at what's inside, there's your NOS. There's the steering wheel driving, so it's very detailed inside as well, which is quite cool. One of the nice things about how Lego operates this. So that's on this side of Dom's car. And then you've got Paul Walker's car again. You can open it up inside the hood. You can see all of that. So if you turn, there's the wheels that you can turn it. And if you move up and down, you can see the little yellow things going up and down, which is quite cool. So it's very technical again. Open it up inside, you'll find the NOS, all the things. What makes this car interesting is the fact that the steering wheel on this one and the steering wheel on Dom's car is on opposite sides of the car, which is quite weird. But I think it might have to be to do with the US and the UK road rules. I don't know, not sure. But that's the two of the Fast and Furious. They brought out a smaller version of this Lego as well. But again, I like the big ones. Then we're moving over to the Back to the Future era. Now, this is the time machine, the car, the DeLorean, but you had a choice. You could have built the original DeLorean, you could have built the one that's in the Western movie, or you could have built the time machine that's in the Back to the Future Part 2, which I decided to build. The reason for that is it's got a lot of fancy gadgets that's in it. If you look at it from this side, you'll find that you will have the hoverboard that they've built in. You've got the plutonium that the doctor hid away. So that is all part of the movie. If you open up the door, fantastic to see that. There's Marty, there's Doc. Very, very detailed. You can even see the flux capacitor there at the back. And then if you really want to do this. You can put this thing up. There's the hook that they used in the movie. Engine at the back. Again, a lot of detail. I love this car. It's one of my favorite builds. So there's the Back to the Future vehicle that's over there. Then moving back to Batman. This is the old original Batman vehicle that was in the TV series, the one that was with Adam West, where the Batman, the character was more funny than anything else. The car is very elaborate, very fancy, very flashy. But if you look at it, you'll see that it is not as detailed as the others. Even though you've got your steering wheels and all that stuff in, there's some detail. I'm not big on this. A lot of guys complained when they built this thing because it's not as a lot of details. There's not even any figurines that comes with it. But yeah, it was a cool build. I've got it and I'm happy with it. So it's there. So that is the old Batman vehicle. Then the Dark Knight trilogy brought out the Tumbler, which was also a very famous vehicle. Also a lot of gadgets. You can see inside they don't open up the doors per se. It is like in one unit. But there's the Tumbler. Big wheels, a lot of fun to build, a lot of detail again, which you needed to know exactly where to put what. But yeah, that is the Tumbler. It also moves again. Very straightforward. This one, as well as the Batmobile, are at this stage in big demand because I think it's with the Dark Knight trilogy, people try to just keep on with that movie as to how unique it was. So there's the Tumbler. And then the last one that I've got is the Ecto-1, the Ghostbuster one, which is also quite cool. A lot of detail. If you look at it as we move, you can open up the engine. A lot of detail in there. This was a lacquer build. I enjoyed building this. Got a lot of fun. And then you've got, if you move it, you'll see everything that's on top of the roof that's moving with the car. You've got your ladder. You've got your back end. You can actually even open up this section so you can see inside. So there's all the contraptions that the Ghostbusters use. So yeah, a lot of fun to build. But yeah, this is the car collection. We will obviously go through a lot of other Legos that I've got, but I thought let's just do the cars for now and see where this goes. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like. We'll see you again.